Social Security, including retirement, disability, SSDI, survivors, SSI, VA, RRB, low income, and no income. This video is all about you. There actually are a lot of really good things out there right now in the works for all of the tens of millions of beneficiaries I mentioned at the beginning of this video. So, with that being said, let's get into the list as I have compiled all this information for you right here in this short video. Let's get into this. But really fast before we do, thank you so much for joining me. If you're new here or if you haven't done so yet, make sure to hit the subscribe button right down below the video as it's totally free to do so, and things are changing very rapidly right now, but I'm watching everything closely and I bring you these daily updates each and every day to help you out in any way that I can, as well as I want to make sure that you're staying tuned with everything going on so we can get you all of the money and benefits you're possibly eligible to receive as a result of all of these changes. So again, thank you so much for joining me. Subscribe down below and let's get into this right away. All right, so this is something that comes up a lot down in the comments section. Many people reaching out to me from a variety of different benefit types, as in Social Security retirement, disability, SSDI, maybe survivors or SSI, VA, low income. A lot of people reaching out saying, hey, it sounds like there is absolutely nothing out there right now for all of us in these categories. Can you lay out what is out there? What can we get right now? We're struggling. We need additional money. What is out there right now? This is actually a really good question. So I want to lay it out for you in this comprehensive list, different things that are going on right now that are currently being worked on or that are currently available right here, right now for anybody in the categories that I've been mentioning throughout this video. Also, just a quick reminder before we get into this, the cost of living adjustment. Remember, that one's going to be coming here in a matter of just weeks. That is going to be reaching about 70 million beneficiaries of all the benefits I mentioned at the beginning of the video. So remember, now those are going to be coming here at the end of December for some people and in early January for many more people. So that is going to be implemented right away to your benefit right there in literally just a matter of weeks. So continue watching for that as well. And remember also, in early December, if you would want to, you can go on to My Social Security, not my Social Security, but like your My Social Security account on the Social Security website, and you can check your new benefit as far as what it's going to be starting in early 2022 or in late 2021 for SSI beneficiaries. All right, so you can check that out in early December. That's not available quite yet, but here in the next couple weeks here, it should be updated on your My Social Security, and you can check it out there if you'd like to. All right, so let's get right into this list. So number one is this $1,400 stimulus check as mentioned by the Senior Citizens League. Yes, it's still very much alive. In fact, as of about a week and a half ago, after we got the latest inflation data, there has been this new renewed push in Congress to get them to add it into this next stimulus package and or as a standalone bill. Here's what's interesting about it. After that inflation report came out about a week and a half ago, there's been a lot of people who have come out and said, all right, now we really need this $1,400 stimulus check for all of these tens of millions of beneficiaries, which encompasses about 69 million beneficiaries, by the way, to get that $1,400 check, simply because inflation once again is eroding all of the purchasing power of these benefits. Therefore, a lot of advocacy groups and people with major impact and influence have been reaching out saying, all right, this is it now. I mean, seriously, we need to get this going right now. We need this more than ever right now. Seniors, people with disabilities, SSDI beneficiaries, SSI, retirement, all of these beneficiaries who receive fixed income monthly benefits are really struggling right now, and this latest inflation data is not what we need right now, right? So it's been kind of interesting watching everything over the last week and a half or so since that inflation data was released, and seriously, we've had some major pushes on Congress for that additional stimulus check that is focused on fixed income beneficiaries, as I've been mentioning throughout this video. So that is still out there right now, still very much alive. And remember, the stimulus package is in the Senate right now. Therefore, the Senate is usually where they pick up some of the best amendments for these stimulus packages. In fact, stimulus check number 2 was directly out of the Senate, right? Very last couple days there in the Senate, the stimulus check number 2 was picked up right there in the Senate. So again, where it's in the Senate right now, the stimulus package. So we've got to watch it very closely. All right, next on my list, I'm going to buzz through these kind of quickly because we've talked about them a little bit in previous videos, but I want to run through these anyway because they are in the works right now. So the Social Security 2100, this one was actually just introduced. The new revised and expanded version of the Social Security 2100 was just introduced by Representative John Larson about a month ago. It was not quite a month ago, but we're getting pretty close to a month now. So that was just introduced, and this one, remember, has 17 provisions within it to expand Social Security and raise benefits for, again, tens of millions of beneficiaries. About 65 to 70 million beneficiaries could take advantage of that one. All right, the SSI Restoration Act. Yes, this one is still out there, and they are still working on it. This is the one that was introduced and brought up by 18 Democratic senators who want to raise SSI benefits up to 100% of the federal poverty line, and they ultimately want to reform the entire program, and as it has not undergone any major reform since inception way back in the early 70s. This program alone impacts about 8 million people who draw on SSI, Supplemental Security Income benefits, each and every month. So that one right there would also be a huge one. Raising benefits up to the federal poverty line would be huge because remember, I've said this many times before, and I'm going to say it again because the president needs to hold to his promise, which is no older adults or people with disabilities should ever need to live in poverty in America. Remember that line? Well, unfortunately, as a result of SSI, pretty much all 8 million of the beneficiaries are living in poverty. Not okay, right? And as a result of the SSI program, who can draw on that program? Seniors and people with disabilities. Exactly what the president mentioned. Those people should not be living in poverty. Just like Social Security beneficiaries, SSDI beneficiaries, VA, survivors, all of these people, again, falling into the categories that the president has mentioned, should never need to live in poverty in America. So, as you can see right there, the president has said it, and we need to keep him to that promise, which is to raise benefits for all these people, because it is simply not fair, especially as we continue to see the reports out there saying, oh, the United States is the most affluent and rich country in the world. Really? If it is, then why are so many people living in poverty? 37 million people living in poverty in America right now. Actually, I just had a video about that a couple days ago, talking about poverty and the poverty rates right now. Yeah, 37 million people, about 12% of our population in poverty right now today. That's sad. That's way too high. Seriously, it should be 0, but that is way, way too high. So anyway, let's keep rolling here. Also, the $800 prepaid cards. Remember that one? In fact, I just gave you an update on that yesterday. If you haven't seen that video, feel free to scroll back and check out that one in my videos. But I gave you the latest update on that. So this is that $800 prepaid card that was originally announced by senior Senate Democrats about 2 months ago or so. And they want to give an $800 card to about 63 million beneficiaries of Social Security, SSDI, SSI, survivors benefits, Medicare, all of these beneficiaries to help out with dental expenses in 2022. So again, in the House version of the stimulus package, it's not in there right now, but it was originally introduced by senior Senate Democrats. Therefore, now that the stimulus package is in the Senate right now, I would kind of anticipate maybe they'll pick it up and it'll actually be in the Senate version of this stimulus package. But again, as many of us know, and many people down in the comments have continued to say, we would much rather have the cash. Forget the card, just send us the cash. We would much rather take the cash because then we can spend it on the things that we actually need rather than just being kind of forced to spend it on what they've told us we can spend it on, right? So anyway, that is something else that's out there right now. Now, a couple other programs that are currently in existence right now. Here's what's interesting about this. Every time I bring up these programs, inevitably, every single time down in the comments section, I see many comments from people reaching out saying, I didn't realize this program was available. I didn't realize I would be eligible. I applied and I got benefits. So I know that these are very well-known projects or programs that are already in the works right now. But the deal is, a lot of times, some people may not even have applied for them. And if you apply, you may actually be eligible. So you may want to take advantage of some of these programs. All right, so the first one I quickly want to mention is SNAP. Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program. This has been around for a very, very long time. I'm guessing that the vast majority of you are aware of this program. That's good. But guess what? if you haven't applied yet, you might want to apply. It's totally free to do so, and you might be able to get some actual food assistance on an ongoing basis every single month. Get some money loaded onto your EBT card so you can go out to the grocery store and spend that money on food and things that you need right out of the grocery store, rather than taking your benefit and actually buying food. I mean, of course, you might need to do that as well, but actually, during this time right now, any additional money that we can get for actual other expenses like food and utilities and rent and anything else we can get, that just means it frees up the money that you can spend on something else, to help you out during that time. So again, check that out if you want to. SNAP, Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program, and you can apply for free, and you might be able to grab some of those benefits. By the way, starting October 1st, which was almost 2 months ago now, the new benefit went into effect, a nearly 30% raise to SNAP benefits for the millions of beneficiaries. There's about 41 million beneficiaries on SNAP right now. So they all got that new benefit raise as of October 1st, which was, almost 2 months ago now. So, all right, let's keep rolling here. The next would be the Low Income Home Energy Assistance Program, as represented by the acronym LIHEAP. This is another program out there focused on low-income individuals to help out with heating and cooling utilities throughout the course of the year. Now remember, I'm going to say maybe 2 months ago or so, I don't remember honestly when it was, but about 2 months ago or so, I brought you a video saying that Congress was considering funding this program again with billions of dollars to help out low-income individuals going into the colder seasons, because as experts have predicted, energy prices are going to be dramatically higher this year for the cooler seasons, right? So in fact, let me quickly run through some numbers. Natural gas alone, over 30% higher this year. Heating oil, 42% higher. Electricity, 6% higher this year. So a lot of people, these experts that are watching energy right now, are saying a lot of people are going to be spending a lot more this year on their heating bills. So if you can take advantage of the low income home energy assistance program, you might want to jump on that and take advantage of that. All right, one more program I want to mention here. I talked about this one maybe about 3 or 4 weeks ago, probably about 3 weeks ago or so. It's the WAP program, Weatherization Assistance Program. Again, another program that is highly focused on low-income individuals to help lower heating and cooling costs by weatherization the homes, as in maybe new windows, maybe new doors, maybe more insulation, maybe new roofing, or some kind of work to the foundation, things like that to help the home be more efficient for heating and cooling. Check that one out as well. That is on a state-by-state program. If you are receiving SSI or you're somebody over the age 65, you're automatically eligible provided your income is within the limits. So check that program out, WAP, Weatherization Assistance Program. So there's a lot of stuff going on out there right now, even though it seems during this time right now, there's nothing going on. Well, I totally agree with you. It does seem that way. It seems like there's not much going on, but behind the scenes, there actually are a few things going on, and we need to continue watching Congress closely because you never know what they're going to pull out of their magic hat and possibly deliver to the people, or again, who knows what, right? They might just announce it and be like, well, it's a great idea, but we're just not going to move forward with it. But either way, I'll continue watching everything closely. I'll continue to be here for you each and every day with all the latest updates and everything that I find going forward. But I hope this video helps you out. There are a few things going on, and yes, there are some things that are still in the works, but that's just kind of how it goes. Unfortunately, it's a very slow process, especially when we're dealing with Congress, right? They're very slow with everything that they do. But don't worry, I'll be here for you with all the latest updates each and every day. So make sure to hit the subscribe button right down below the video so you don't miss any videos going forward, as I'll continue to watch everything closely and be here for you as your one and only daily advocate. So again, thanks again for watching. I really do appreciate it. Subscribe down below, share this video with your friends, family, social media, and go back and check out some of the other nearly 2,000 videos right here on the channel. Enjoy. I'll catch you again later in the next one, and I hope this